Hey everybody, Mike Venus back again. And I'm here to declare that the Akai Force, which gets a lot of hate from you NPC users, stop. Please stop. Just stop. And you Ableton users, stop. Just stop. Please stop. Stop the hate. Number one, the Akai Force is legendary. I'm gonna let you know why. It's one of a kind. There's no other clip based music production form factor like that started like that. Now you start to see copies of it, like with what's that? Help me out. The Roland was it the Roland MC 707 trying to be like the Force. Let me break some shit down to you. Let me start first and foremost with you Ableton people. Okay? The Akai Force is not Ableton. Stop. Don't even, it's not even the same thing. Please stop. I'm not even going to mislead you like that. That's how much I really, truly care about anybody that's out here trying to get some equipment. This shit is expensive. You like Ableton, you're going to spend about the same amount to get a push controller and the software, the latest software. Do that. Save yourself the headache. The Force is not Ableton. It's not even close to the Push 2. I'm just keeping it 100. So, you know, if you in that world of Ableton, you know what I'm saying? You already got you a Push 2 and you know, you real familiar with the software and stuff. The Force is not that. It's not. I'm not even going to lead you in that direction. And the integration is the Force is not going to replace your Push 2 controller. So stop. Okay? For anybody that's putting that out there that, oh, this is Ableton in a box. No, it's not. Stop. Please stop. Stop. Okay? No, it's not. I'm going to tell you why it's not. Number one, I'm recording. The firmware that's inside the Force is the MPC software. The MPC software is not even remotely close to the Ableton software. So if you get the Force and you thinking, oh, this is Ableton and the thing, you're going to be sadly mistaken. And I think, and I'm saying this about the Force, I think that's where that rumor should have been, that should have been stumped early on, because if you notice now, the price on the Force has went up to the same price as an MPC Live too. It's at $1,200 now. They done or $11.99. It's $1,200. Okay, it went up. Okay, it started out first coming out at $1,500, right? Then it dropped down. I got mine on the low. It was refurbished. It was basically brand new. The person returned it. I got mine for about $8 from Sweetwater. I don't think you can get that now. It was like a B stock, meaning basically somebody returned it. They went through, they made sure it was okay, and then they flipped it. And when I got it, it was no damage. It was basically brand new. You know what I'm saying? Basically. And it works. It's great. But I got it right when it was the best time to buy. Like, this was stocks. I bought it low, and now it's increasing in value. It's going up high, and it ain't gonna stop for all you haters out there. You know, I'm gonna get to you NPC people, but I'm gonna start with you Ableton people. So everybody that was with Ableton, oh man, this is Ableton in a box, man. You gotta get this. That was the whole rumor, and people ran out and they bought it, and then they sold it quickly because they were like, this is not Ableton. And it's not. And then when they did bring the Ableton integration to the Force, it's not what you think. It's all sample based. So it's all dealing with audio type programs. So, you know, you're limited. You know what I'm saying? You're very limited, you know, in what you can and cannot do with Ableton interacting with the Force. But it's still a great concept. I'm not going to hate it. I'm not going to knock it. It's still a great concept, but it's not Ableton. It's MPC. Well, it's the MPC firmware, software inside a controller or device that looks like an Ableton Push 1. Not 2, 1. Because you got to remember, Kai made the first, helped manufacture the first push. And if you have a push 1 and you have the Force, it just looked like the buttons just got flipped from being like upside down to right side up. Because it's the same fucking format. It's no knocking. It's still awesome though. I love my Force. So, but I'm just letting you Ableton people know that. Unless you really like the sampling capability of the MPC, which hands down is the best sampler out there, then yeah. Like if you really like sampling, I'll say go ahead and get the Force. If you want like something that's kind of standalone. And it's truly standalone. I don't get the concept. That's gonna be another video. I don't get the concept of you people that's trying to turn these modern NPCs and the Force into the Renaissance. Stop. It's not the Renaissance. Stop. It's standalone. It doesn't need a computer. Stop. Please. Please stop. Right. So that should be Ableton people. You know, it's not Ableton. Don't waste your time. If you love the push, and you love the latest Ableton firm software that they got, great. Do you. You're not going to be disappointed. But if you try to get the Force thinking this is Ableton, you're going to be highly disappointed. You're going to be super sad. You're going to be Charlie Brown, head hanging, nobody likes me. Looking. Stop. Don't do that. Don't do that to yourself. Please don't. Mike loves you. Okay, now to you NPC people. The Force. I don't know, man. What's up with you NPC people, man? I got the live, obviously, or the live 2, you see it, and I just did a video saying that it is the best NPC of all time to this day. To this day. You know what I'm saying? Better than the X, and far supreme to the 1 and the Touch. The Live 2. Hell, even the Live is still better than those. It don't even have a speaker. Okay? That's the best NPC ever. But, I'm going to let you know, the Force came out in 2019. It wasn't that many videos of it on YouTube, because I bought my Live in 2020, and I got it when it first came out because I was contemplating getting the first Live. It was either between the X or the Live, right? Because I was making music off my phone using GarageBand with a MIDI controller, the MPC APK, was it MPC? The keyboard controller, the APK. MPK, yeah, the MPK Mini, yeah, MPK Mini, Special Edition 2, Red and Black, legendary, respect. And there's a video up there making a song with GarageBand doing that. So that was my workflow. But I was like, look, I can't be cheap. You know, after some criticism from A&Rs and Music Soups, they was like, look, your compositions, excellent. We love it. Your production, it's weak sauce. It's okay. It's not the greatest. It's not bad, but it's not the greatest. It's okay. It's weak, you know. So I said, damn, I need to level up. I need to get some real professional sounds. So I got the MPC. Now I'm saying this. The GarageBand iOS workflow is similar to Ableton or similar to what the Force is, a clip-based workflow, right? If I was to make the transition from working off my phone to hardware only, I would have went with the Force if I knew about it. It wasn't that many videos, maybe because, like I said, in 2019 when it came out, it was still fairly new, and it had got such a bad rep because a lot of people thought it was Ableton based that it wasn't that many videos on it because people was returning the shit or they just was like, oh, it's sitting in the corner collecting dust. We're waiting. We'll pray so hard for the updates. Which, I mean, now the latest update when I bought it, the 305, that's when I made the move, and then the 306, it is what is the ultimate. It is the ultimate standalone music production performance instrument instrument. You can do everything on that thing, and it's amazing. I would have bought that. I would have saved $300 and would have bought it at 15. Hands down. I'm not hating on my live. I love my live. I still work on my live. I do a lot of videos with my live because it's just here in the studio. Force downstairs. I usually do that when I'm watching TV with my wife. You know, I'm still getting familiar with it, but I had this over a year, right? But because I'm more used to that workflow. So if you used to a clip-based workflow where you make patterns in clips, right? You can launch clips, you can make scenes, you can construct a song like that. Now I got an arranger in there, so it's no different from GarageBand iOS or Ableton. You know, you can either record straight into the little clips and then launch the clips in the arranger as it's going to make a song, like I used to do on GarageBand, or you could just record straight to the arranger, like most people do in Ableton, and make a song, and it's there. And then you could do your mixing and all that automation afterwards, just like you would do in Ableton or any, DAW that's similar to a clip-based workflow. So, yeah, but the MPC users, back to you. I'm going to say this. The Force, we'll say the X, because I'll give this, because it wouldn't be fair to compare the Live 2, which it is legendary. It is the best, right? But if you was working in the studio, right, and you needed one device that you was able to construct a song from the ground up, and I mean also recording vocals. The only two devices in the MPC or Akai products like the Force and the X give you that all-in-one type setup. I will pick the Force, not even because of the price. I will still pick the Force because you have now. I'll say this. Depending on my work style, my workflow, or the construction of my music, I will pick the Force. You know what I'm saying? over the X. But the X, you have phantom power built in, so you can hook a mic straight to it and start recording vocals and all types of stuff. Clean. Same thing with the Force. It's just clip based, or you can record it straight to the arranger. I would still pick the Force over the MPC, and it's the future, man. You NPC users, you hate change. That's the one thing I see in that community. You really despise change. And it's sad because even the modern NPCs and the Force, they don't get much love from the older NPC users. And the older NPC users, I can understand their attachments to the ones they use, the nostalgia and all that, but really the more recent ones are really good. And it's more compatible with a lot of gear and a lot of stuff that's out here now that is used in music production. You know what I'm saying? So I wouldn't hate on it, you know. But the Force, a lot of you NPC users, you strongly hate the Force, and I'm telling you, you could do everything on there. I did everything on this. Yeah, it's marketed as a beat making hip hop type stuff, but I made EDM and dance and all types of shit on here, man, with the live. And on the Force, oh, the Force is for the EDM and that's all the demos and shit. But you can make some really fire ass trap, lo-fi, boom bap, all that shit on there, man. It's amazing. So yeah, you people out there, man, stop hating, man. Stop hating. I don't hate on like other gear and all that or people who use the gear, but just respect it for what it is. The Force is the future. Okay? Right now it's the one of a kind. I mean, honestly, they come out with a Force 2. I don't know how they gonna top the Force, but they come out with a Force 2. Best believe I'm copping that. I'll cop that over any other NPC. That's hands down. Hands down. It's the best. Oh, it just doesn't look good. Yeah, and another thing, you NPC haters, y'all hate, man. Okay, the Force, the hype synth alone is a monster. It's a monster compared to this NPC. It, and I like the NPC, but it's a monster. Oh, we want the hype synth in the NPC. They're not gonna put that in there. Stop. Why would they stop? They're not gonna put that in there. Why? Because it would totally kill that market. Why? Because they know everybody and their mama loves the NPC. It's been around for shit almost 30 years, going on 40 years. You know what I'm saying? Force just been out for like literally what 2-3 years. They'll just totally kill that market. They're not gonna give you the hype synth. Stop. Stop. No. Most of you guys don't even use the plugins you got inside the NPC. And they're pretty decent. They're in the Force too, but I like the hype synth. This shit it's good. Don't sleep on it. Oh, we want an arranger. We want an arranger like the Force. Are you gonna put one in for us? They feel all disrespected and shit. Stop. The Force is the future, man. I'm telling you, man. All you NPC users, mark my words. 3 years from now, if everything's still going like it's going, nobody ain't gonna be fucking with the NPCs like that. Everything will be like the Force. Hell, even other companies are making their stuff like the Force with the clip bass and where did they get that from? They got that from Ableton. Launchpads, all that. It's all grid-based, clip-based workflows. This is dated, bro. I like the NPC, but I was able to grasp the force far easier because I went from a clip-based workflow off of GarageBand, iOS. No different if you coming from Ableton and you want to just deal with a hardware thing and you're content that the software or firmware inside of it is MPC or Akai, yeah, MPC software, then yeah, you're gonna love the Force. It's a beast. It's a beast, bro. I say the only thing it really needs, if it's to be upgraded, if they come out with another one, is more ins and outs. That's all I would ask for. And probably more like plugins, but that's all firmware. But if we talking about hardware, just add more ins and outs. That thing will sweep everything off the market. Mark my words. Stop it. Y'all really want to get one. And I'll say this too. If you can get one secondhand, any of you NPC users that's on the fence, because I'm an advocate for the Force. I go on some of these channels and I say, hey man, try the Force. Shit, hype synth is amazing. 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 Oh man, I thought about it, it's so ugly, or that's that scare talk. If you work with Ableton or a clip based type software or firmware type product, get you a Force. I'm telling you appreciate it. You appreciate it. It's a monster, bro. It's a monster. You will love it. You will love the hype synth. Most slept on. Nobody really talks about it unless they're making EDM type. I make everything. And it's a beast. Get one. Yeah. Because honestly, I don't see what else they can do with the MPC. What else could they do? Even the function of it is very primitive compared to the Force. Like the 16 levels on the Force is far more, it's easier to work with, man. 16 levels, sampling, editing, all that shit. It's faster. You can have 3 different things operating independently from each other at the same time. You understand? So say if I want to make edits on a particular thing, I can have my knobs do a separate thing from what's on the screen and what I'm doing on with the pads. You can't do that on here. You can't do that on anything else. So, stop hating, man. Please stop the hate. Because haters are true fans. You really, deep down, you want one. Deep down, you like, yeah, this shit is cool. It's cool. And it's an open market, man. I'm about to do some unrealistic. I'm about to do some crazy stuff on the Force. I haven't did many videos with it. It's just because I'm just experimenting, playing around with it. But once I kind of feel comfortable with what I want to demonstrate, oh yeah, it's gonna be on. And you're gonna be like, the arguments, all that's gonna quiet down. You're gonna want one. You're gonna go get one. You're gonna come back and you're gonna say, thank you, Mike. And I'll say, you welcome. You welcome. Because as great as this is, this ain't the future. The Force is the future. You understand? And standalone. And any of you other companies that try to make what was it? Trying to bite, stop. Get your own ideas, your own flavor. Stop hating. Put some respect on the Force. All I'm asking is that y'all step up your firmware. Just make it a little bit better. You know what I'm saying? Just make it more better. That would be cool. So They always making so much noise. Oh yeah, and this is I always my footage is always raw, so we're not even gonna do all that like glitchy editing. I ain't trying to oh, you know, fucking 12 angle ESPN, everybody doing the same shot type shit. Nah, we ain't doing that over here. Everything's raw. I'm a simple man. Complicated but simple, you know, straight to the point. So, yes, Ableton users, like I said, if you content with working with the MPC software, get the Force. You will not hate it. You will love it. It's ultimate. Production and controller, you could do all types of shit on it. It's amazing. You NPC users, stop, please. You just like the one users, the NPC one users trying to make a one into a live. It's not happening. NPC is not gonna be like the Force. Stop hating. Get one, please. They're not gonna put her in Ranger. If they do, that might be it. Hype synth? No, I don't see that happening. That would kill the whole market. Please don't do that. Stop. Please. Please stop. I went on pretty long about this, but I had to get it off my chest. Check out Cosnova Fierce store. We got hats, tees, and leggings for the ladies. I'm gonna work on some joggers and stuff, but follow me at Mike Venus on Spotify and on SoundCloud. I'm on SoundCloud too. Follow me on there. All the streaming services, Mike Venus. I'm on there. Instagram, Mike_Venus1 and Twitter, Mikey Venus 2020. Follow me. Okay? And with that, y'all have a blessed day.